and I have two of the legends of the Ghana music scene up online. Stonebwoy, a.k.a. Stone God, and Shatta Wale, a.k.a. the Dancer King. So, gentlemen, welcome. And first of all, I have to say it's an absolute pleasure to speak to you both for the very first time, but not to speak to you individually, but together, and to know the history of Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy. Welcome to Asaase Radio. What's good, gentlemen?
Bless them.
Yeah, man. Niceness, Shawnee.
So, first of all, I have to ask, Stone God, Stonebwoy, how do you feel getting your name pulled into this drama, this sound clash sitting? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it feels dramatic, you know, because members see the dancehall culture and thing come with it, so it's a thing where we're privy to. So it give, you know what I mean, it's still a safe ground, you understand? I saw the culture grow, you know, and I saw it must keep. So there we there, I like it. See?
Shatta, top Shatta. So me I got call you a top Shatta. Shatta, you tell me.
You know? Well, I don't know, it feels good, you know, because me is a class artist, you know, and, you know, me always move like a stink artist, and, you know, me always love to beef, you know, so this is an opportunity for me to just, you know, show Stonebwoy, say, you know, I me control this, I me govern this, you know, so.
So, let me break it down. You guys are like the Bounty and Beanie, the Cartel and Movado, the Massacre and Idonia. Like, you guys are that of Ghana. Now, there could have been other names that was thrown in the mix, Jay Dorobi, Samini, who we're going to get to in a short while. But why do you think of that? Your names came at the top of this list, and it was an overwhelming amount of people that said, yo, these are the two artists that we got to speak to. Shatta, you go first on this one.
Well, you know, I think, you know, basically people know how long we've fought for this. You know, people know how, you know, hard we've gone with this dancehall thing, and, you know, it's just crazy that in Ghana, people don't really get us, but we try our best to, you know, spice up the market and get the message across to the people. So, Stonebwoy's name will come up, Shatta's name will come up, just because, you know, we just, you know, making the right moves and the right steps. You know, we're just giving the right vibes to the right people. So, you know, it's just that we're not any special people, but I think, you know, people just know that we fought for this thing. So it's time for, you know, the judgment to come out, and, you know, so, you know, we can just settle the score right.
Stonebwoy, you've just dropped your album, Anloga Junction. Did I pronounce it right?
For true, yeah, for real, that's right.
And that's got some heavy names on there, man. Kiri Ilson, Alakai Harley from the UK. Like, you've put in the work. You've worked with people like Taurus Riley recently, Elaine, Gappy Ranks. Like, how have you got to this place to be one of the kings of Ghana like that?
Yeah, first and foremost, I have to big up Gappy Ranks. It's my first collaboration out of London. The man called me into his house and named it. It's a big man to me, you know. And like Shatta said, you know, like, it's a thing where he said it's not like we're special, but I understand what he wants to mean. We're special because it's a different when it comes to the continent of Africa, you know. We're ordinary people, but we're special people. I think that's what he means, but we're all humans. But when it comes to the African continent, it's at the level where we carry the culture too. We carry the reggae, dancehall, and clash culture to a different level. Ever in the history of Ghana, one proper time was me and him clash first time, a couple 10 years ago. So it's just another opportunity, having come this far, you know, having been very prosperous and successful within the journey as well, incorporating the struggles that we've been through as well. I think this is the time to, you know, to lay it down straight for the culture. Because guess what? The two we are top kings in our own world, you know. So just for the culture, for Ghana, you know, that's how I see this thing. That's how I see this one. That's how I see this clash here, you know. So, you know, I'm ready for you. Anytime. Because so we start the career, you know, backing people up and down on radio. So we started, you know.
How many people do you think will be surprised to see after all the years? Like, we know what happened at the Ghana Music Awards. the world saw it and all the rest of it. Like, you guys have been at it. Huh? Say that again, Shatta.
Shatta Music Awards.
Like, did you do? And I know that there was the peace conference afterwards, kind of similar to Vybz Kartel and Ninja Man back in the day after Sting. Do you think that the Ghana public would have ever kind of thought that they would see this time where you two guys could literally come face to face, like properly like this?
Who will answer that one, yeah?
It looked like...
Who will go first? I'm here right now.
No,
I feel like...
Let me answer that. You know,
go on with it.
Ghana has been a place where, you know, like I said from the beginning, we've tried to make them understand the culture of, you know, dancehall. But basically, you know, I would just put it in this small way that we always try to make people understand that this is strictly business, you know, and it's not something personal, because we've seen things like this in Jamaica where people, like, you know, fight each other, you know, shoot each other here and there, and we don't want to portray that thing in Africa. We just want to show people that we have the talent, yes, which is the first of art, and we just have to, you know, make sure we promote peace and unity to teach people how to use music to make business. So basically, it's just about, you know, we showing the people what is right in the community, and that's
Asaase Sound Clash.
All right, guess what now? I feel like the people them where never really did a thing, so them would have see the two how we come together for come vice a thing or go up on a head clash, is because they know the enmity that was there in court, you know. So they know that to have these two people in one space is gonna be chaos. But the reality is that they could have never have the two away in a one space. All these while them couldn't.
Why?
You know
Tell me why.
And cause guess what? I felt like it didn't start off of a business idea. It started off of a reality. That every man are different for them own turf. Do you get me? Like, my turf was strictly governed. Nobody come through, nobody go in. Same way his as well. So the height of it was where the VGMA step in. And you know what say is real, cause that never planned. That never go like. And why I'm saying the reality of it is that actually brings the beauty of how we're here today, and having understood it to that level where right now we feel like, all right, there's peace, there's unity in the air. That's on the personal levels. But the business, the culture goes on. And that's a brand that we created on the side. And those two brands can never merge. It's just like water and oil. So that is also going to be used purposefully to continue driving all other good causes. And this one, I believe, is a clash to crush COVID, you know? So this is where you find out that this, in quote, frenemy is useful. It's useful because no people are going to pay attention on the continent of Africa and in the world to nobody if it wasn't this naturally grown beef that is now here that we are channeling to use for good causes, you know, world purposes. So look out for Shatta, Stonebwoy. After this clash, yeah, I'll take it to Jamaica, I'll take it to America for good causes, you know what I mean? So we're clashing for better causes, so you just watch out.
100%.
And that's the business part the man is talking about.
So for the international audience that may be watching this right now, because you are both massive international artists that may not understand the dynamics to how we got here in this place and how it got to the VMAs in the way that it did. How did that all come about?
Asaase Sound Clash.
Simply put, I'll say the reality brought it there. The reality of the culture and the tension and the energy that dancehall culture brings is how it got there.
Could you say that fans help fuel that fire as well?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
every time. It's them. It's them who fuel it.
Shatta, speak to me.
Yeah, most definitely, because, you know, the fans are the people, you know, anything the fans say, we follow, you know, because at them make we, you know, stand firm, you know, so the fans them, you know, push this thing, and, you know, it really work, you know, but now we feel we have to teach them something out of the community, because we now want to show them you know, them kind of lifestyle, you know, about guns and, you know, rowdiness and because life itself is precious and we need to teach people how to
man.
Especially right now, like we can't be chatting about Black Lives Matter and then we're gunning each other down.
You see that the black people, you know, have one and one another. And right now we're diversifying the badness. Yeah, hear me, sir? Diversification of the badness for the good cause. That way I do.
So it's Asaase Radio 99.5 with your boy Shawnee B, and we were just speaking about your fans and your fan base. Shatta Wale, tell me how deep like the fans are and how like stands are they? Because when I do the radio show on Asaase Radio, I think the first week I may have played a couple Ghana artists, but like the messages, the Twitter messages was like more Shatta, more Stonebwoy, and literally you could feel like the two different camps like trying to out-tweet each other.
It's a nation, you know, I'm not camping, you know. We're going past camping, you know.
Yeah. Mine is the alcohol society. Anything me.
Oh my God.
Asaase Sound Clash.
You know, the Beam Nation, we have Shatta Movement Empire, you know, and my empire is just like an alcohol society, you know, Freemason thing, you know. Anything we say, we do it, you know. You know, my type of, you know, fans, you know, come from the streets, you know. My fans don't know anything about corporate, you know. And me teach them corporate, you know, life, you know, but, you know, anything me say, it's fine after the fans them, you know. So I would say, you know, Shatta Movement, you know, is a religion on its own, you know, because, you know, my fans worship me, and that's the utmost thing, you know. Sometimes I even fear for my life because I feel like, yo, I'm just ordinary, you know, but anything I say, they take it too serious. And, you know, I'll just say briefly, it's a strong, you know, movement that I'm running down here. And Stonebwoy as well, he's running his Beam Nation as well, but he knows himself that, you know, when it comes to, you know, the streets, like, you know, I got it, you know.
What's the beef? What's the beef?
I saw him say.
Well, we're going to see. First of all, guys, are you both up for this clash? Like, we've been doing a lot of talking, but are you both up? Are we signing the paper for this clash?
Yo, you see, my life and his life has been clashing from time, and it's not gonna stop clashing. That's how it breathes. That's how we live. We have to clash to live. If we don't clash, there's no life.
I hear that.
So,
how do you think your fans are gonna respond to this then, Stonebwoy?
Guess what? Interestingly, what I see is that we have hardcore representation, but the fans belong to the music. The fans belong to the culture, you see me? So from here, some people play my tune and play Fame tune too. You go at the same show, and people will go hear Stonebwoy. The same people will go hear Shatta too. So I feel like the fans are up for it. It's not even my fans or his fans, because at least make them happy, you know? The music make them happy, the class make them happy, the things that will come with it as well. So in the end, but my core nation definitely have been too, they're overconfident, you know, at this. They don't say it's a one go, you know, it's a one go.
Now, I think one of the things that the world has definitely seen is the power of African fans over the years, and it's pushed African music to the forefront to the point that we've got like an Afrobeat chart over here in the UK right now. Tell me about the kind of numbers, because when Popcorn came down to Ghana, it seemed like Popcorn was a god out there. But how would you equate those kind of numbers to what you guys are doing as well?
Well, you know, I would just say we are trying, you know, in our possible way to just get, you know, those numbers that most of these artists around the world have. But it's so sad, you know, for an industry like Ghana, you know, because Ghana doesn't really support reggae dancehall, you know, so it's very hard for them to even understand the language, you know. So mostly we try our possible best to even tone, you know, the Jamaican dialects down for them to understand what we are trying to preach about. And we find it difficult sometimes pushing, you know, the vibes, you know. So most of the times when you check our songs, we can't even go hard like the way, you know, you find some yard songs going hard, you know, on some rhythms, you know. You play some rhythms in Ghana and no DJ would play it, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, you know. So I would say we could make the numbers, because Ghana is almost like 32 million people, you know, and we can really make this happen. But we can make it happen. But it's just that it's the understanding of the people, it's the understanding of the media to understand the dancehall culture, so we can be able to, you know, really push this thing, you know, forward. So millions,
yeah,
you know,
man, bless.
we could have been like millions of views on YouTube and stuff like that, but it's because of the journey that we've taken that is not making us make that impact, you know, because Africa itself has not gotten the reggae dancehall feeling to the level that, you know, they would understand that this is dancehall clash, this is reggae culture, this is dancehall culture. So we're just trying, you know. Me and Stonebwoy have been doing this for years, and we are the only, you know, authentic dancehall artists in Ghana. I'll say,
Hold on.
Watch out, I have a thing for up on a number thing there.
Go on.
I have a voice, you know, I have a thing. You see the number thing that's going on. Shatta is right in the sense that he's saying, but to say the popcorns come to Ghana, or they go to Africa, or the Jamaicans come to Africa and they make the numbers, and if you're asking us how do we make of that, let me tell you one thing, is we keep the fire burning down here for them to get that reception. Because when I go up on the Instagram and them there, you realize even when you check Shatta, you check me, you know, we have followers more than some of the names them.
That we will mention.
More than some of the big names them in the dancer.
I know you don't want to call no names there, the Stonebwoy, you don't want to
trouble. But I'm just being very analytical, you know what I mean? And also the fact that they get these numbers is the fact, let me just attribute it to the fact that reggae and dancehall is in our DNAs as black people in the father, you know, and the continent of Africa spew black people, birth black people. So the advantage that I think is that we have to give credit to Jamaicans for the naming of dancehall reggae and pushing this culture to the world. So when you go online for the numbers, when you go anywhere in the world and you want to listen to reggae, you want to listen to dancehall, Ghana is not going to come to mind. No way. Any one country come to mind is Jamaica. So this is the whole world logging on to Jamaica to hear dancehall and reggae. So definitely their numbers are going to fly.
Well, you know what? I just appreciate the fact that you guys are flying the flag, the flag
so
for the music that comes.
About we are trying is definitely correct, because we now have a mixed genre going. That's why you find out that we use our local dialect to die down the things them, and so I think that we are more diversified and are at an advantage when this power propels for the next 10 years. Guess what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be bougie, but the only thing a Jamaican might have over an African is the fact that they originated
the authenticity,
the word or the authenticity or the genre, but the genre's roots find itself here, and we have the numbers on the African continent as well. So in 5 years, when it sits down properly, because we just had an Afrobeat right there. And today's Afrobeat is a combination of dancehall, high life Afrobeat, which we do all.
Thank you for saying that. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Now, Shatta, you said that you two are the only two that is like proper representing.
Yeah.
I forgot back in the mix up.
Man.
Well, I know.
Everything clear, Rasta. Everything show, man.
Well, I know.
The hype thing, man. The word show.
Samini may have something to say about that, because as far as he's concerned, he should be involved in Wagwan. Let me just play this a second.
Charlie, Stonebwoy, you know how me and you did. Yeah, I dey expect that this thing where you people plan, like you go link me and tell me, say this is Wagwan. I don't expect Bandana to be the one that linked me to tell me about it. Yeah, so I still dey wait for your call. Yeah. You know, I still wait for your call, because if you hear this from them, where you accept to do it with them, no problem, because I know you get them and I know say you go fit deal with it. But if it be you know go understand, because the truth always has to be the truth. How did it end up that all of a sudden it's beef and it has to be a clash, and it has to be between you and Shatta Wale? It is a mismatch. We know that. Even the first dancehall king competition that you guys did at Labadi Beach, that apparently Bandana was part of it, I was shocked because I had a gig at the Bigger Beach, Labadi Beach hotel, and right after my gig, I had to come back to come and, help celebrate your win. And I kept saying, Bandana comes from my days. Why is he in this competition with you guys? So I even expected them to give it to him. But then they gave it to you because, you proved yourself. And I was happy. But that is not the kind of thing we're talking about here. The kind of thing we're talking about here, me and you have rode, me and you have lived. You have seen what I have been through based on what was happening when this guy was doing what he was doing with me and to me. So when the names come up, when the things come up, Stonebwoy, when you people day and you people they talk your things, and I expect say you go have my back, you go hold my back and you go defend me like how I do. When matter they come happen, when you link me low key, make we talk, and then we will know how to handle things. That's how I expect you to also deal with me when things are going like that. You don't let me find out online and then after me I vex and things, then I go.
Charlie. Charlie.
Yo, listen, I would have never.
Shatta. Well,
Let me talk, I would have never say a word about this. If I'm not Shawnee be there for it, if I'm not Asaase there for it.
Bandana. The man go to school, Bandana.
Yo. I shot like the class 3 teacher,
Shatta.
Yeah, right.
Samini sounds like he's very upset with you, man.
Yo, Samini upset with me. We can't believe that, cause long time, way back, Shani, we did that fast for Samini to come clash with me. Like, me I tell whole heap of people, radio presenters, tell them, say, yo, tell Samini me want clash with the item, cause, a business thing, not a personal thing. Samini would just say, no, me can't clash with Shatta, cause Shatta move with the street and Shatta blah blah Shatta rare. Now that's me dip on my level, the man they want clash with you.
When you say you're clean.
Asaase Sound Clash.
Yeah. I mean it doesn't have to, link up to Stonebwoy and just, talk about this kind of. Me not have any family issues with them, cause them have them family issues, them have to deal with it, Me not have anything to say.
Bandana. What you have to say? Man? What you have to say, son?
Yeah, no, but it's a good look, I mean, it's.
On now make me talk. On not go on with it, man.
Talk.
All right, done with it now, bossy. Done with it. I'm coming. I have to give you the respect.
Your type.
Let me tell you something, my father Shawnee. There is a reward for loyalty, There is a reward for loyalty, and me are the most loyal youth in the party. Me give man them credit when them not even need one. You see me I tell you, father, you see me see a man sounding, he's just contradicting a whole heap of thing when you listen to that side. And I talk about one part where me take out is when I talk about he don't even know what I go on to come talk about. Me suppose to the behind him back again, back at it when conversations come in. You don't even know how the conversation start up. You don't even know how it start up because I just show anything where somebody say about the part we talk about loyalty is what confuses me, because me is a man with different things. And get into troubles and get into things, and he never come up and say, yes, I hate that. Yes, I like how you deal with the thing there. So, now all of a sudden, when he come and talk about all of a sudden, is a beef. He's just realizing now that there's been a beef between me and Shatta. He's just realizing now, after freaking 10 years. Gonna bust. So all when gonna bounce and a bust on stage and rivalry and fight and they go sales and Shatta go sales, and him never really did look on it like a man a defend thing. Wow, what a shocking.
It's Asaase Radio 99.5. War is in their ear. It's the Clash to Crush COVID, Asaase Sound Clash. Shawnee B speaking to Stonebwoy, speaking to Shatta, Wale. How important is it to you guys that this is about crushing COVID? What is the situation in Ghana with COVID right now as well?
Well, you know, one thing I'll just say is, you know, the fans, you know, miss us. And, you know, COVID is one thing that we need to just be careful of, you know. And I would just say we're trying to put up this platform to educate the people about how, you know, them can keep themselves well and, you know, stay safe. Because, you know, life is more important than anything, you know. So if you have anything special to do out there, make sure you know, wear a face mask and just do everything you have to do well, you know, because I feel COVID has taught us well how to unite, how to come together. Because if you can watch, you know, people doing the verse, talk about Bontikila, Movado, you know, Beanie Man and Bontikila and them people, like everyone is coming together because COVID has taught us how to, you know, really come together. So basically, trying to put up this, you know, show to just educate the people and just let them know there is something around us that we can, you know, pay attention to and, you know, make, you know, good use of this period that we have and learn from what we are facing right now for our future to be, you know, okay for all of us. So basically, it's one of them things, you know, COVID is in, but still we have to work with them. Go up well.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So the COVID situation is really devastating. I've witnessed people catch and die off it. May his soul rest in peace, Father German. Father German is in America, one of the reggae strongholds, you know, and he died out of COVID and a lot of things. So we see stuff, we see people get infected. Even us, we don't feel good, we don't feel well sometimes. And I have always suspected that we are asymptomatic. But you know what I mean? You know, even Shatta himself, you know, sometimes you feel headache here and there, but you know, say, I just show the people love we, you know, so we, you know what I mean? But like Shatta says, it's a good thing now to use our differences for a good cause, like I said. So our differences now, we're gonna use that to unite and crush COVID, whilst we clash each other with a musical clash. But when we clash now, they say when two elephants fight, is the ground that suffers. But you see this? It's a musical clash, and when music hits you, you feel no pain. So this is not going to bring no pain to nobody. As everyone says, it's going to bring joy, and it's going to bring laughter, it's going to bring happiness, it's going to bring unforgettable moment, and we're going to use this to crush COVID as well. I am prophesying right now to you, Shawnee and Shatta. After the clash, COVID is gone, you know. COVID
you know what?
Dead after the clash.
I just love the proverb that you just used, boy, when the two elephants clash, it's the ground that suffers. That's deep. That's deep. Now, to close, what can the world, you know, say this I got pan line, you know, so the world I got see this, you know.
Out there.
And it's Shatta and it's Stonebwoy and it's the two gods of dancehall and reggae music from Ghana. What is gonna be, like, no dates have been set as yet. You've just kind of said, yo, we're doing this, Shawnee. But what can we what can the world expect to see?
Yeah, I go Shatta, you know. I go Shatta. You see how the thing go. So just that me have to say, you see me, when Bush come to shove, you know, Shatta forget Shatta, you know.
Me love how you use the name to talk to me, you know. I know it's a real Shatta. You know. And Shatta, watch this. You know, so after this class, the world I go understand why me is the African dancehall king and the title is forever, you know. So boy, I mean,
guess what? Anybody can take for any title. It's all good because me like him to keep the dancehall king title. But
no,
me are the original one God, you know. When God did it, everything come under the God. Don't say a word. Everything come under the God. Nah, like every empire have to come out of a nation. So me are the big nation president. Watch that, you know. You see me as and on a movement, you know. Movement don't last. Me I tell you, me I kill it from that day. Kill the movement from that day. Nation govern already.
Make Shatta talk. Say the last piece, my boss.
Yeah, that was Stonebwoy on a long talk, you know. On a long talk, you know. Real gangsters not talk, you know. Real Shatta's not talk, you know. others to work, you know. So watch out. The world I go see how come the Shatta link up to vibes, the Shatta link up to whole heap of dancehall artists. We love the ruggedness, though. Shout out to Bounty Killer, Vibes Cartel, Gaza, and Stonebwoy.
Hey, you know?
Gaza lifestyle.
Hey. What you know the man that talk about Gaza lifestyle, but Gaza in jail right now. Gaza in jail. Gonna lock up.
So, I'm gonna lock off their mics right now. I'm gonna mute everybody right now and say this. This is what I'm gonna say. Big up to 2 dancehall legends of Ghana. Whether it's a god or a king, you are 2 dancehall legends, and I know that the world can't wait to see this. Bless up Stonebwoy, bless up Shatta Wale every time.
For the culture, Africa, black people, here.
Asaase. Sound Clash.